think Modi already has done part of that, and I think that's his ambition. His biggest constraint is going to be, domestic capacity. So he's got a lot of on his mind domestically, especially economically, and to some extent socially as well. But I think the countries of the region, especially Southeast Asia, are looking for India to play a bigger role, and he's keen to do it. What's most on his mind is China, of course. So playing a regional role really means dealing with China, both engaging China and, of course, containing China. I think it could potentially mean a lot of collaboration with China and other states in the Indian Ocean region. India has its own kind of, maritime Silk Route idea called Mausam, which means weather, but it's configured around the reach of the monsoon and extends from southern Africa to Australia and beyond. And the Chinese have indicated, that they would like to meld the two. So I think potentially it could be reconciled. But let's face it, there's a certain amount of competitiveness there as well. And India is at a cusp. It has to see whether it wants to go along with it or whether it wants to kind of check and balance against the Chinese. I suspect India will go forward with it, hoping that being part of it means that it can check Chinese power within and also take advantage of the enterprise. Well, one of the interesting things about Modi is that unlike any Indian leader, he'd been to China 4 times before, he was elected as Prime Minister. And then he has met Xi Jinping 5 times already since he became Prime Minister in various forums. And then, of course, he hosted him in India. So this will be his 6th meeting, the first time in China as Prime Minister, of course. So I think it's going to be an important meeting, building on earlier meetings. Clearly, the older issues will be on the table, especially the border conflict, and I think India wants quicker movement there. But a lot of it will be economic. I mean, the Silk Route idea, the new banks, the Development Bank, the AIIB as well, and getting China on board India's economic journey, which is to say trade and investment. There's a big trade deficit, and India will be looking for better market access to China, and also looking for that $20 billion that Xi Jinping promised to actually come through, especially in the infrastructure area. So I think it'll be a rich agenda, and there'll be some bonhomie. I mean, President Xi Jinping is going to take him to Xi'an, and also, I think have some more downtime with him to repay Modi for taking him to Gujarat. So I think it'll be a pretty successful visit. There will be some hard moments too, over the possibility of border conflict. Right now, again, there have been some incursions by Chinese troops into the Ladakh area, and no doubt there have been some Indian incursions as well. So I think there are some other things to talk about that are not so positive.